We're live here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The sun has slowly made its way down and is setting across the beautiful Smoky Mountains. We've got a fun game here. It's Lighthouse Homeschool versus the Tri-Cities Christian Academy. Again, now we saw a very high-scoring football game earlier on in that first one. I've got my buddy Blake up here in the booth with me. Blake, what are you hoping to see out of this game?
Well, I hope to see a little bit of a shootout. I know Tri-Cities is new to the 11-man game, but they just got out of 8. And Lighthouse is still in 8-man. They're in the ACSC, of course. A lot of points scored in that conference, so expect a lot of points.
A bit of a squib kick. It's caught and it's returned for a nice little gain there, and they'll get just across the 50-yard line. Fans are loving it. You see a whole lot of purple over here in the stands.
Yeah, great way to field it right there as we see this replay. Just hits the gap hard, and he chipped about like 5 guys right there on that one. So.
Oh, absolutely. I gotta say, I love these jerseys.
What, the purple for Lighthouse? Yeah, it looks good, especially with that gold like outline on the numbers with the purple. It looks good. I agree.
It does. Here's the first play of the game. It's going to be a QB run. Nice little stiff arm.
A great stiff arm.
Joseph Beeson will make his way over to the sideline. You see a bit of strength there, Blake.
Yeah, no, absolutely right there on the quarterback power play is what you call it. It looked like he was in a little bit of a shotgun or empty set and hits the corner hard and been in the weight room this summer. You can tell on that powerful stiff arm.
Yes, sir. Be hoping a lot of these guys have been really honing in on their skills. That's another QB draw right up the middle. Takes an absolute shot right over there by the 30-yard line. And Beeson, he's a tank.
Yeah, great read right there on the looks like it was a power option play. Just takes up the middle. The line opened up a huge hole for the quarterback right there, and staring at first down. Now, if you're Tri-Cities, you may want to change your approach on defense. Looks like they're going in kind of like a 3-3 approach.
There's a nice little fake handoff there. Beeson loses his footing, and he'll run this one in himself. Beeson is doing it all out there for Lighthouse.
And it looks like they're shading towards the weak side of Lighthouse's offense. They may need to go, or excuse me, the strong side, as there's a sideline warning on Lighthouse.
Looks like we're getting a deja vu from what we saw in the beginning of that last game with that very early sideline warning. Almost feels like I'm watching the University of Washington actually out there with those Lighthouse jerseys. Very condensed formation. They'll try to sneak this one in. Still on his feet. He's going to score. Lighthouse lighting the way early on is Henry Smith. He finds 6.
Yeah, great run right there. They just went to the simple gut play right there and pounding up the middle. Not much more to say other than that's 6 on the board for Lighthouse. That was quick.
That was very quick. Very quick. I like kind of the no huddle there. I like the tempo.
It was all within 2 minutes, I believe.
You know, you're right.
Yeah.
And it's just confidence. Confidence from them to go in, do their job, nothing fancy, run the ball right down the middle type of offense.
On the field.
We got a timeout called. Lighthouse is going to talk things over. I say, what a fun name for a school, Lighthouse Homeschool.
Yeah, and they're out of how do you say it, James? Where is it? I don't want to say Oneonta, Alabama.
Oneonta.
Not to break the third wall there for viewers. I didn't want to butcher that pronunciation.
Oneonta, Alabama. Definitely a place I've never been to. Maybe a place I want to visit after this game.
I don't think there's much there, Charlie.
So I'm looking at it now, just north of Birmingham. Actually, funny enough, I actually did drive through there a couple weeks ago when I was moving my sister out of Auburn. Went through Coleman, not too far from there. Not a lot of blockers there. In front, here's Beeson, wide open. What a play. Tricky, sneaky, I like it. They get it to go. 8-0, Lighthouse, they lead.
Yeah, great play right there on the trick. Looks like they set up a decoy, the tight end as a decoy right there, and looks like they were going to throw kind of a screen to the right side of the field, but tricked them, and that's 2.
We'll take a quick break here. Is right now Lighthouse Homeschool are leading the way. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. Welcome back, Lighthouse to kick off. So they'll try the onside, and it's caught, swallowed up. Good recovery there from Dakota Regal. We'll see what Tri-Cities Christian can do.
Yeah, we've seen a couple years ago, they've played in this kind of game before, the Black Bear Brawl. I believe they played, it was either the Tigers or it was Lighthouse again, where it was an absolute shootout. I may have to do some research on that one, but
love to know a bit of the backstory on that. Is Tri-Cities will launch one, and it is caught, and they will bring that one inside the 10. What a connection, Darian Jackson.
yeah, and so earlier, 2024 versus Augusta Eagles, Tri-Cities scored 76 on the way to a 36-point victory, 76-40. So Tri-Cities has been here, and you know, as that play showed, and as historically it shows, they can score points.
As Cohen Kessner delivers a beautiful ball to Darian Jackson. That ball is fumbled. It's going to be recovered by Lighthouse. So what a drive it was for Tri-Cities Christian Academy. They were about to waltz into the end zone, but they fumbled at the 1-yard line, and Lighthouse will recover.
Yeah, and we see the replay right there. It was knocked out right before his knee touched the ground, and that will be recovered at the 1-yard line. So a little bit of announcer's jinx right there. We're talking about how high they are capable of scoring, and turnover at the 1-yard line. Oops.
Not Lighthouse jinx, excuse me. Announcer jinx it was. Now can you control the ball at the 1-yard line? You got to play disciplined football here. They're going to get compact. They'll jam this one right up the middle. They'll get some yardage. So they get a bit of cushion now as they approach right near the 5.
So it looks like Lighthouse is going heavy to start with. Looks like they're really relying on that read or triple option to gain some yardage so far.
Joseph Beeson, the quarterback for Lighthouse. He's not the biggest guy, but he's definitely fast. He's definitely athletic. Making some smart plays, too, at the quarterback position as they'll, once again, run this one right up the middle and just slowly try to make their way, get that first down.
Well, kind of what you said, he's not the largest in size. He's standing at 5'8". If you run a triple option system like this, you don't really need size. You just need a good running quarterback, and that's what Joseph Beeson has showed so far today as they line up under center.
And there it is again, very compact. And they'll be pushed back though.
There we go again with the announcer's jinx.
Yep.
My fault, ladies and gentlemen.
We're doing it again. I feel like it always happens when I do games too. It's
that'll make it 4th and 1.
4th and 1 situation. What do you do here, Blake?
Punt.
Yep. We're not playing Madden.
Yeah, well, I know, rest in peace, the great legend Mike Leach would go for this, but I'm not Mike Leach, so.
Yeah.
I don't think J.J. Duarte is either, so I think they should punt. I don't think they will, but.
It looks like they're not going to. I mean, with the run game working, I mean, what do you go up the middle? Do you try to fake one off to the side? Let's see.
So they do sneak.
It looks like they got it.
And that's why I'm not coaching.
Yeah. I mean, you got to say, it's a respectable decision. You're back that far up. With the way Tri-Cities moved the football in that first drive they had, even despite fumbling it, it's dangerous.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's like you don't gain too much, but you got a lot to lose. And, credit to Coach JJ for drawing up a good play there and getting the first down.
From the 13-yard line.
As Lighthouse looks like they're going to line up in shotgun now.
Very disciplined football team. You get to see them throw the ball. There's a nice little toss.
That's a throw,
Love
technically.
That. Technically, that would be a throw.
Yeah. So I guess that's our first pass today from them. Let me just clarify that from them.
It's almost like a catch it and drop, like almost like a touch pass.
Yes.
You hold it for a split second and just let it go. The key is timing of plays like that.
As they line up, looks like they're going to line up in shotgun again. They're starting to go a little bit wider. Maybe they just wanted to run it up the gut the first couple plays, shake off those jitters.
Dangerous play. Beeson will recover it, stays on his feet. He's going to tiptoe on the sideline. He'll get out of bounds. You got to be careful. Beeson doing a good job at kind of saving them there.
Yeah, just a low mud ball right there, and not much you can do about it. Great way to recover and salvage the drive right there. I think at this rate the announcer's jinx is inevitable, Charlie.
I think we just can't avoid it. I think we should just not talk the whole game. Then we can avoid it. It'll be a very boring broadcast.
It would be. But I'm sure the viewers back home would enjoy that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they don't want us jinxing the game. We'll see if Lighthouse can get out of this pickle. He's got receivers lined up to his right. Looks like he'll send Jace Mitchell in motion. He'll step back to throw. He'll launch one, and it is caught. What a play. That's number 16, Charlie Smith, the tight end.
A great play right there. Since their guy in motion, just kind of shows. Send him in motion kind of shows whether they're running zone or man. And great corner route right there by the, I presume to be tight end. That is number 16, Charlie Smith. Yes, the tight end.
Well-placed ball.
Yes, well-placed as well. Great route, great ball placement.
You got that extra yards just because he kind of put that over the shoulder. Here's Beeson again. He'll take this one. He'll run. He'll get to the outside. He'll look for some yards. Lowers the shoulder. We got a flag out there on the play.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to back them up.
Flag on the field.
Might have been a blind side or some kind of holding penalty. And that's what it will be. Holding.
So I'll send him back a little bit. You're definitely going to have a lot more holding calls, especially with a run-first team.
It's inevitable.
Blocking. Yeah, you just can't stop it.
Yeah.
Can't stop it.
Well, it just sucks because it kind of, in a way, it kind of wiped off the pass to Smith, the tight end right there. It kind of reset the progress. There's a good tackle in the backfield. Just swarm down.
Yeah.
Great play right there defensively by Tri-Cities.
And, you know, I think you're going to start to see Tri-Cities wake up a little and start to recognize what Lighthouse is trying to do. You're really going to have to get creative with the run game. You might have to start opening it up to the passing game as well. I mean, it seemed to work with Charlie Smith. Why not go back at him again?
Yeah, well, I think they're trying to establish the run first, test. You know, that was a test for Tri-Cities to be like, okay, you know, we're going to continue to run it until you stop us, and then we're going to game plan from there. But, you know the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh,
I guess that's
sure.
what they were trying to exercise on Tri-Cities. Now the adjustment play comes.
You know, a lot of guys up there in the backfield. Here's Beason. He's going to throw. Sends that one in the middle of the field. Beautiful pass. Beason can really sling it. He connects with Christopher Graves, the junior, and gets a big chunk yard play there. So Beason making it happen. There's another.
Yeah, great run right there.
Yards, yeah.
I believe they call that belly. Little running back belly right there on the option. So that's a good, quick first down right there on the run.
Getting compact again. They'll hand it off and just slowly chip away. This is very disciplined football.
Mm-hmm. It's almost kind of like a Navy Army styled running offense, but they can go in shotgun and they can pass it if they need to. So Duarte's been in the game for a little while now. So yeah, 14 years. Duarte's been doing this. So he might have a very deep playbook.
I mean, you spend 14 years, you know, going over, coaching the game, trying new things. I expect you to have something written down in that playbook, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, we'll get a timeout, and we'll take a quick break. Right now, Lighthouse driving your score 8-0 still in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here. Lighthouse homeschool making it happen on offense. They started off on the 1 yard line. They've slowly marched their way over to the opponent's 39. Here's a pitch. A look to go. Well run. That's another good chunk of yards there. Number 17, Henry Smith. You know, the touchdown earlier.
Mm-hmm. And great play on the toss right there. Just got outside. Got some great blocks as well. This offensive line, besides that one holding, has been lights out so far. Knock on wood. Hopefully y'all could hear that.
I'll do it too. You know, they really look. I know we're talking about this team being a really run-first team, but those two passes we've seen have been quite incredible.
Yeah. And they can spread it out a little bit like they're doing now. They're sending a guy in motion, and they're threatening to pass.
There's a long one. It's going to be just out of reach, a little overthrown. Better to overthrow than underthrow, right, in that situation.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I think this is one of those times where Duarte just goes back to pounding the rock and, you know, getting the running game back established. Not that it wasn't already, but, you know, the pass falls short. You got 10 yards to go. You got basically 2 more downs, 3 more downs. You know, I don't see any reason why they don't just go belly or toss right here.
Beason with Henry Smith to his left. Beason will run this one himself. He'll use the stiff arm again and take a hit direct on. He's hyped up.
Yeah. Great hit, though, by the defense right there. That one looked like it hurt.
Oh, it's gotta. I mean, this guy can really take hits down there, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I believe that was on the roster. I believe that was Garrett Denton, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see what they do here. That's Chase Mitchell. He had a nice play earlier on in this game, lined up over there at the slot. Nice play. Oh, I love that. And it looks like they'll get to the outside. Well ran. That's number 16, Charlie Smith.
Yeah, great play right there. Great
I mean,
pass right there. It was looked like some sort of kind of, I think it was kind of a touch pass from the running back right there.
Chase Mitchell converting on the 2-point conversion. Literally the same exact play.
Yeah. Yeah, same exact play. Well, I mean, you know, you go to the well and there's still water, you're going to keep going there.
Yep.
So, you know, keep taking those points.
16-0. Very similar to what we saw in that first game. And these chants are really firing up this crowd. I like these chants. Well, we're going to go to a quick break here. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, it's cooled off here, definitely. Sun has made its way down a little bit. But I'll tell you what, the football in the action is not cooled off because we are still getting some pretty cool offense. We've seen 2 incredible drives here from Lighthouse Home School. 2 drives that took quite a long time. I mean, that last one was definitely a while, Blake.
Yeah, no, they did what Lighthouse tends to do. They run the ball down your throat. They can spread it out whenever they need to, just short gains, grind out that clock, and, you know, bam, that's a 2 spot right there. And, you know, 2 minutes left to go in just the first quarter. And, you know, Tri-Cities is left with no answers so far. They were close a couple of 2 drives ago, but we'll see how they respond. This looks like they go in a pistol.
Here we go, stepping back to throw the pass. It's caught, nice little throw over the side, and he's still going. He'll waltz his way out of bounds. It's number 6, Darian Jackson. Once again, he had that huge catch and big yard game at the start of that first drive.
Yeah, and that's one thing about Lighthouse. They love to spread the ball around. They love those quick little pass concepts like mesh right there. Just hit your receiver in stride on the short game. Just let him turn it upfield for a couple yards, and that's what you call yak, yards after catch.
Cohen Kestner has been quite poised in this game so far. He's not really forcing anything. So we'll see. He'll run off to the side. Similar play to what we saw in that first game. There's a large opening. He'll make his way all the way through, makes a cut, slips, and falls right at the 10-yard line.
There is a flag in the backfield, though.
Oh, Josiah Williams had quite the run right there. We'll see what they call. That one might be coming back.
Yeah, hate to see it on such a good run, like speed option right there, but yeah, looks like that will be coming back on Lighthouse.
Oof.
You hate to see it, but
Holding.
when your line opens up a lane like they did, you know, there had to be a little bit of holding right there. But regardless, both O-lines have played really good. I haven't really seen much pressure in the backfield on either quarterback, really. Not that the defense hasn't been solid, but just the O-line has been putting pressure on the defensive line. It's kind of opposite of what it usually is.
It is, and, you know, even despite homeschool being up 16-0 at the start of this game, Tri-Cities, they've looked just as good as on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Just had that costly mistake in the beginning, and, you know, this offense from Lighthouse Academy is just taking up so much time. There's a run that's absolutely stuffed, and way to come in.
There's that announcer's jinx again. I was talking so good at that offensive line, and the defensive line just comes in and gets pressure right there. As I see the replay, looks like they go to dive out of pistol, and the D tackle just meets him right where he's at. What a great play right there by the defense. As a defensive guy myself, you know, that's better than a big catch, in my opinion.
We can't have anything nice up here.
What you mean by that?
I mean, they keep getting us the announcer jinx.
Oh.
Snap is bobbled a little. Nice job by Kessner to avoid the initial sack, not slack. And he'll get brought down. Looks like they'll pick up the first.
Yeah, great play right there, though, by Kessner to make something out of nothing. You know, that's making a chicken pot pie out of chicken scratch right there.
Sounds good.
I stole that from the infamous James Shannon, by the way.
Okay.
Gotta give credit where credit is
credit is
somewhat due. Somewhat.
It's one of my favorite Stephen A. Smith sayings. I think he'd say the same thing about what he's seen from both these teams as far as similarities go. There's Kessner looking for a deeper ball. That ball is kind of wobbly up in the air. There's Darian Jackson looking for a flag. He's not going to get it, but that's going to be 4th down. See what they do here.
Yeah, a little bit of a duck right there, and you know, I think it got batted at the line a little bit by the defensive line. You know, not much you could do there. Great pressure from the defensive line here recently. Again, not trying to announce a jinx. I promise y'all.
You're going to go for it on 4th down here. Here's Kessner, and there's a flag on the play.
What you grinning about over there?
Nothing. I just really love
You just really love football, don't you?
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
4th down and 15.
Oh, we definitely don't have a producer in our ear 24/7.
It's like how you have the devil and you have the angel on your shoulder.
Except there's no angel.
There's
It's
no
just
angel.
the devil, yeah. And by devil, I mean James Shannon.
Yeah. My colleague, James Shannon. Kessner. Dropping back in the pocket. He's going to look to sling this one.
Oh,
it's
what a
going to be
catch.
Darian Jackson bringing this one down, right? As we hear
Let's
the
see a
horn.
replay of that.
One more time. Let's look at
I'm
that.
sorry. I want to see that catch again. What a fantastic over the middle catch right there. There's that mesh. Oh, my gosh. What a catch.
I didn't even see it the first time. Oh, now I've seen it. That was beautiful.
Odell. Not quite, but.
Well, we'll go to a quick break here as your score after 1 quarter, 16-0 in favor of Lighthouse. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here shortly. Lighthouse with control of the ball. They've been putting on a clinic so far in this first half. Let's see if they can continue. This one's lobbed up in the air, just a little overthrown by the hair of his chinny chin chin.
Yeah, great option right there on the play action. Great play call. Just a little bit too much English right there. Maybe a little bit of Spanish right there. And just could not connect with his man.
See. Here's the snap. Beasley's going to break away. He'll cut to the outside, and he is leveled out of bounds. Ouch.
Yeah, that was a great hit right there by the Tri-Cities defender. You know, really lowered the shoulder right there as we see the replay on the read option. Just cuts it upfield. And boom, right there, just lowers the shoulder. That's a perfect hit right there by Josiah Williams.
What a hit.
Of course, you know, in our production meeting, we were talking about how Lighthouse is a great physical team, and they show that through the run, Charlie.
Yeah. They do a good job at maintaining composed when they get hit. Team that gets right back up when they go down, but if you want to talk about just how composed they've been this entire game, it's really this play calling, you know?
Yeah.
14 years of experience in the game, you'd expect the coaching staff to have something settled it, but it just looks like they're not really doing anything wrong. They're making the right calls. If something doesn't work, they regroup. They don't force it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, you know, they're taking small. They're really diversifying their stock portfolio, and they're playing it safe.
Yeah, in the football world, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
You know, we were also talking about, like you said earlier, in our production meetings, how there can be a lot of holding calls, right?
Yes.
Because of this run style, and you know, for the viewers at home, you know, watching and asking, what else did you discuss in the production meeting? Nothing. There wasn't a production meeting.
Thankfully. There's a nice play. He'll go up to the outside. He's still on his feet. Lighthouse, they're looking to go in. He's at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Lighthouse.
No meeting, but he got the memo right there. Oh, what a move. That was awesome.
Jaden Cosper.
Great run right there as he tiptoes down the sideline. And let's see if he hits the move on Cam. Oh, okay. Not really sure what that is.
I've never seen
entails,
that before.
but you know what? It works. A little point, shoulder shimmy. Maybe that was Elvis. I don't know.
It was cute. Oh. We'll see if they can go for the 2-point conversion here. I mean, that sure was sweet, Blake.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they're going to go back to the swinging gate play. Man, the Colts ran this one time, and everybody loves this play.
This really is. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, you saw this
Everybody
once,
loves
and
it.
then everyone wants to do it. This is so interesting. Let's see if they do the same thing. Okay, so they go for the screen there. Nice.
It's 3 for 3.
Nice.
It is
Okay.
3 for 3.
Okay. So it looks like it has a bit of diversification. You can kind of go for the screen. I thought they were
for this
this
football portfolio, it has a little bit of diversification.
Diverse
Which do you know
portfolio.
what diversification means?
Talk to me.
I know what it means, but
Diversification
is
I
an
wanna hear.
investment strategy when you try and hedge risk by investing in different stocks that
Absolutely.
are more likely to. Basically, you're not trying to lose as
Okay,
much.
I
If
thought you were just
invest
asking
in a risky stock.
I thought you were just going to ask me what's the difference. What's the definition of
No, I'm not
diversify?
here.
I was going to be like, I think
No,
I know.
no. I'm not here to give you a test or anything. I just yeah.
Well, I'm going to go a break and kind of learn more on diversification of stocks. We'll be right back here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Crawl. back, a bit of a squib, and that ball is going to be bobbled a second. He'll hold on to it, and he'll start running. Here he goes, and he's absolutely laid out.
What a hit.
Oh, watch out, and some pushing and shoving after the play.
Yeah, a little bit of extra English right there on the kickoff return. Great. Yeah, just got over his head a little bit. It's slick on that turf, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Like it poured before the last game, and looks like they're going to have a flag on the field. Not sure what for.
So it's, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys said it was a bit of a hybrid turf.
Hybrid turf.
As in, it's a bit mix of, it's not normal turf.
I think it's
Someone was
just
talking about that
artificial
before the game.
turf.
It's diversified grass.
Sure.
Awesome.
I think it's artificial sports turf. Now, which kind, I'm not sure.
Okay.
That is a great Andrew Capps question.
Got you.
But water makes it slick. Right?
Okay.
Just as water makes a lot of things slick, especially artificial turf grass.
Yeah. And salamanders, because we are the salamander capital of the world. An amphibious creature.
You know what else was slippery? Atkinson that last game.
Oh, my goodness.
He
Tell
was
me about
running everywhere.
it. He couldn't get tackled. They couldn't
No.
hold on to him.
'Cause there's
Chestner
a
lets
run
it
up the
go.
middle.
Nice. All right, got a little help from the
Speaking
defense.
of slippery, he slipped away from a few tackles right there.
Yeah.
Great run, great physical run. I think both teams are really trying to establish this run, but if I'm Tri-Cities right now, I want to go to the air. I want to spread Lighthouse a lot more right now. I try to go back to that same mesh that had been working, but looks like they're going to go heavy.
Kestner dropping back. He'll sling this one, and it is not caught. He went up for it. Darian Jackson. It's been his favorite target of the game. Couldn't pull it down. Well defended by Lighthouse.
Well defended indeed. Their cornerbacks have done a great job of limiting deep balls on Tri-Cities Christian. I know you weren't here for it. I didn't do the game. I think it was Cornette that did it. That 70, when they scored 70 points against the Augusta Eagles in 24. I mean, they were airing it out. A little bit of a different team, a little bit of a different personnel, but I know that they're capable of airing this ball out.
I'm sure. I mean, that first play of the game, it really showed us.
Yeah.
This looks like a passing team. It really
Yeah.
does.
Well, I think they have the remnants of that Brady Boskin team. Boskin kind of built up the program from literal scratch. Jeremy Boskin, excuse me. They did not have a team. I can't remember the last year they had it, but it had been a couple years, like 10-something years. And then 2022, they restarted their program. And they've been pretty okay so far. Obviously, last year was their last year in 8-man football, and they're trying out 11-man for the first time ever, playing an 8-man team tonight, as here's a speed.
I love that little pitch off to the right-hand side. It worked in the game before. It's working in today's game. Or, excuse me, the current game right now. It's a neat little play.
Yeah. Love to get outside right there, especially on a speed option. Does leave you with a interesting little situation on a 3rd down and 7 to go.
They got to air it out here.
Yeah, they have to. I don't, unless you're going for it on 4th down, which you might have to at this rate of the game.
I wouldn't be opposed to that because Lighthouse, it's not like they're going to be airing it out. They're going to slowly run it, so you do have the chance of potentially stopping the run.
Possessions then come at a premium. So
All right. So here's the run. It's swallowed up. Can't get anywhere.
Yeah, little run outside, just cannot bounce it for any gain, and staring at a tough situation, tough 4th down. Do you go for it? Do you punt it here? What do you do? There's not really any situation, that is 100% guaranteed to have a positive result.
What I would do, get Darian Jackson isolated on the outside
Mm-hmm.
and just have him go make a play.
Yeah.
He's done it already in this game. It seems like he's your guy. They're going to punt here,
Yeah.
but that's what I feel like you got to do.
Yeah. I just don't see a win either way because it's like, okay, you either give it up at the very latest, the 31-yard line, or you give it back to the
Oof.
defense.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And that's not what you want to do. That is not what you want to do.
And they're going to blow it dead. Oh, they're calling it an incomplete pass?
Oh, wow.
I'm confused. Where's the pass?
Yeah.
I guess right there he did kind of shovel it forward.
I mean, I guess
Well,
technically that's, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you're at the 27-yard line.
Yes, it's a smart play. Yeah, wow. I mean, I for sure. I thought he held on to it and kind of balled it. Looking at the replay, he did shovel it forward. So Lighthouse is getting control of the ball in very good fielding position. And when you got a guy like Joseph Beeson who's been making it happen all game. By the way, we're starting to see elements of the passing game. It might make something happen. Here's Beeson. Looking to take the snap under center.
Looking to go tight as there's Belly. And there's a flag right there. Not sure. May have been something on the offensive line. Looks like that might be the case.
Looks like it's going to be on the defense. Yeah. They'll move the chains a little bit. Oh, a face mask.
Mm.
Oh, that's not good.
You hate to see that if you're a Tri-Cities fan right now.
And right now, Lighthouse is controlling this game. Not even because they're scoring more. They're just controlling time of possession.
Yeah. I mean, the ball is literally in their court right now as they line up under center and split. So they go back to Belly, and it goes for a good 5 yards. I mean, that's Tri-Cities has not been able to stop that, Charlie.
They have not, and, just able to get inside and continue to penetrate. If you let them do that all game, this is going to be a very long night.
Yeah.
And there's another play, and they'll run this one in, muscling through. We don't have a call yet. Touchdown, says the referee. And they'll mark him short. Nope. So one referee said, no, they said touchdown.
Okay, so they do call it touchdown. That's just where they go for the 2-point.
Yeah, they'll give it to them. That's 6. And we'll get our crazy formation once again. It is now 30-0.
Back to Swingate.
Who do they throw it to here now?
They may not throw it. They may fake the throw and then have a run. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if you can get away with that though. Oh my goodness, they do it. Oh, stop it. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
One for me.
That's terrible. What? How do you let that happen?
Well, you have 2 guys, right? One guards the center, one guards the quarterback, and the quarterback beats him. That's how that happens.
Wow.
I'm just being smart with you.
I've seen it all. Well, we're going to go a quick break here while I reflect on what just happened.
So Charlie has stepped away. I will be filling in the meantime. Lighthouse will be kicking it off back to Tri-City score 32-0 as here's the boot. And it is not return. It is kicked out of bounds. And that'll set up the Tri-Cities offense.
(32-0) here. In what has just been an absolute clinic by Lighthouse Homeschool. I love the way they play, Blake. I really do.
Who, Lighthouse?
Lighthouse.
I know. I'm a big fan of this. I love the kind of offenses that you can squeeze onto an index card.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
Yes, you just hit it on the nail there. And I'm trying to think. There's definitely some college programs college football programs that kind of remind me of this Lighthouse
Definitely
team.
a little bit of Navy.
It's
Definitely a little bit of Army.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also you do have a little bit of shotgun mix in there. You know, you don't, you know, it's not necessarily like, you know, all the time we're going to go past, but it's, you know, it's those corner routes. Haven't really seen much over the middle, but I would compare it closer to Navy because I feel like, or like Air Force, because I feel like Air Force kind of is more open to passing it, you know?
You're a Denver Broncos fan, correct?
Correct.
So you remember that
I
year,
love the Titans, but I'm more of a Broncos guy, yes.
remember the year, forgot who it was, where they didn't have a quarterback.
Oh, yeah, please don't remind me of it. Hinton, Kendall Hinton.
Okay,
yep.
now I'm not saying that team was not great, but listen,
Well, we're good
the
now,
way
so,
they
you know.
play, the way they played, where they would have those designed runs and they would get these quick little shovel passes. It's kind of reminding me of that.
But
Except
more efficient.
Way more efficient.
Way more
They're really
efficient.
getting it done.
2020 was a dark time to be a Denver Broncos. Anything after the Super Bowl 50 was a horrible time to be a Broncos fan. But
You guys stole one of my favorite players,
who was
Jalen Waddle.
it? Oh well.
It's going to be fun to watch next year. Too bad he's not an Aqua. At least he'll win some games, though. Here we go. Tri-Cities Christian. They are down 32-0. Here's a little play. That's a nice pass. Oh, it's broken up. He had some space there. Could not haul it in. Matthew Strickler is going to be thinking about that one as his head hits the pillow tonight. Hopefully the Colts side.
Yeah. It looked like it was kind of like a play action, you know, kind of waggle right there. Play action waggle, maybe not boot, but some kind of rollout maybe designated to it, and tries to hit his man on the corner. It slipped out. There really wasn't, you know, just a huge, you know, defensive presence right there. As looks like they're going to go tight in pistol.
Will be a handoff. So now, if it was earlier in the game when it was a closer score, I would say the run game is what you got to do, slowly chip away at it. But now with it being 32-0 in the blink of an eye, you kind of have to start letting the ball rip.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, a few couple yards here and there is fine. I think that's what they're doing with the run. But I don't – you got a lot of yards to make up, and you got a lot of ground to make up as well, you know, both on the field and the scoreboard. And I don't think you can get that done on the run with, you know, time tick, 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 ticking away.
Kessner, he'll look to throw.
There's the mesh.
Oh, wow, the catch. No.
That is a catch.
No, is it?
It is a catch.
No way. I need to see that replay.
Yes. As we see, he runs the mesh route again. That's kind of been their go-to right there, that under. Oh, my gosh.
Kidding me?
He caught that.
Are you kidding me?
He caught that.
What? Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow.
I think, did they call that incomplete?
Jackson. I thought it maybe hit the ground for a second.
It may have.
Here it
on
is
the way
again.
down.
Here we're getting another look at it.
But
and it.
I think they're
can't
calling
tell.
that incomplete.
You can't tell.
Well, what an effort, though. Let me
Yeah.
just go ahead and clarify that. That was a fantastic effort by
He
there.
had it, and it was pulled away from him, but he just kept his eye on the ball. And this is going to be another bobbled punt. They got to figure that out. They'll look to just escape And there's going to be a flag on that play. I mean, this punter's got to be frustrated.
Yeah, he's livid.
Yeah.
He was mad coming up from the ground right there.
Yeah.
As a punter, you should never be on the ground.
Josiah Williams, the punter for this Tri-Cities team, I mean, they're making critical mistakes, which is leading to opportunities for Lighthouse.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they're having some issues on special teams when it comes to that. Maybe long snapping is an issue. I think that might get addressed during practice, because it's pretty much put up a spot, almost. I'm not saying it's put up another spot, but almost 2 spots, on the scoreboard for them, and that's not how you win games at a program. Giving up spots like that
at all. You got to play smarter. And then Lighthouse, the last couple of possessions, it's just been in such a great position on the field. And here you go. There's the run, and there's a nice play there brought down by Josiah Williams, the punter. That's number 17 for Lighthouse. Henry Smith, he's got 2 touchdowns on the day.
It looks like that was a good counter play right there. Just had his off man. I believe they call it the up man in the wishbone. Just taking the handoff and sweeping it in for a good, solid 7-8 yard run.
This really is a football team.
Yeah.
Team. They are all incredible athletes who know how to play together. Here's Smith again. He's just it's gonna take 6 white jerseys to just bring him down.
So, question, if you were a coach for Tri-Cities right now, what are you dialing up to try and stop this run? Because you have to stop this run. What stunt are you dialing up, or just anything? What kind of defense you plugging in?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm dialing up is the bus driver's phone number to get that bus warmed up to head back, because nothing seems to be working. But as far as the football side,
you can ask James Shannon all about Tri-Cities and buses.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking about a football team and a squad and see what they can try to do, you have to stop the run. So maybe overcrowd that middle. It seems like they're getting a lot of their.
So kind of pinch the line.
Pinch the line.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't let stuff happen. Oh,
was that a fumble Rooski?
Will he get there in time? He won't. It's a touchdown.
I think that was a fumble Rooski.
Yep.
Let's see the replay on that.
I want to see that again. Beason.
Whether it was intentional or not,
I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he dropped it. I don't think that was just placed there. But
no, I think I honestly think they were going to try to hand it off on the inside.
Yeah. Fumble Rooski nonetheless.
Well, back to your original question, you don't want to do that.
No. Definitely not.
No, you don't. I think, though, like I was saying earlier, I know he escaped to the outside there. You still want to kind of really just pinch the middle, like you were saying, because it's not necessarily the big plays, but it's the important plays that they're getting in the middle, those chunk plays. Okay, so this is the first one we haven't seen where they're in that formation, but it doesn't seem to matter because they get it to go either way. 38-0. They're, 4 for 4 now?
4 for 4, yeah.
4 for 4 on 2-point conversions.
4 for 4.
Well, folks, we are having fun up here in the booth. It is 40-0.
Or 5 for 5.
5 for 5 on 2-point conversions. It's 40-0. Lighthouse Homeschool leading the way here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, as night falls here in the Smoky Mountains. And welcome back. As that one's high flying, nicely caught by Tri-Cities, and they're going to be brought down.
Yeah, looks like he
Oof.
almost lost it on the way back there, but
Yeah.
he's able to retain it. And Tri-City's in a very familiar spot,
Yep.
inside their own 30. Not really, sustaining much success on offense, and staring at a large deficit going into this drive. Almost 5 minutes left to go in this, and Charlie, what are you dialing up here to try and put something on the board for Tri-Cities?
As I was saying earlier, I definitely want to go back to hitting Darian Jackson, especially on the slants. I mean,
Right.
you know he has good hands, so if you at least get the ball somewhere in his vicinity, he's going to catch it. The runs don't really seem to be working.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I think they're really clogging the middle, which is what Tri-City should be doing defensively. But I'd like to maybe hit him on some more checkdowns. It seems
Yeah.
like Lighthouse has a hard time stopping a bit of those checkdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe trying that out. And again, just looking for your star players.
Well, it
I
looks
don't
like
know.
they've adjusted a little bit to the mesh. I do think they're trying to get outside and just kind of spread them out and hit them in the weak points, because Tri-Cities is kind of playing a little bit of a zone
Like,
right there.
see, that's the play, but you just can't. It's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, it is dangerous because he steps up and, almost picks it off right there.
He was throwing off his front foot, though. I mean,
Yeah.
he kind of had to. Let me get a no replay, but he kind of had to make a athletic throw there, which is probably why it was off target.
Which I don't think we haven't, other than like tackles for loss, like on run plays, I don't think we've seen very much pressure on the quarterback for either side. So
Not a ton.
I don't know if he was rushed there. I took my eyes off the pocket, but he may just be rushing a couple of these passes, as it looks like Tri-Cities will be taking a timeout.
Yeah, I think it was definitely rushed a little bit. I think more is just he didn't really go through his reads
Mm-hmm.
fully. I think he kind of like got the ball and he ran off to the outside and was just hoping that was there in the middle. It just wasn't. The throw wasn't really on time. What a fun event to play football. I really love this field.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I'm a big fan of. There's not a lot of cities in Tennessee I love besides Nashville. Gatlinburg has definitely got to be up there for me just because of the nature.
Yeah, Gatlinburg's fun. You get the mountains. Tennessee's a great place.
It really is. It's
Just in general,
so
it's a
pretty.
great state.
Yeah. And it's just so much nature. I've always been a big fan of mountains and stuff, and it's just the Appalachian Mountains, some of the most beautiful wildlife in the world, amazing folklore and stories of, Bigfoots and cryptids and all that. Very interesting. What a place to play football. Looks like Tri-Cities has seen a ghost there because that pass was intended to nobody.
Maybe Casper,
Maybe Casper. Who knows?
which they are wearing all white, to be fair.
Or a cryptid or a Bigfoot.
Oh. Well, I'm saying Casper is all white. So is Tri-City's uniform. So there may have been
Oh, yes.
a mix-up.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if
yeah,
it was a Sam Darnold moment where you're
Yeah.
seeing ghosts, but
Could be.
could be.
Funny enough, Casper is actually my middle name. Yeah. Tri-Cities. We saw like a really kind of well put together drive right there in the beginning until that fumble. Right in the beginning of the game. Kessner, he'll look. Again, he's kind of throwing off his he's
Yeah.
falling away as he throws.
Well, he did get a little bit of pressure right there.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and say the play calling, it needs to be a little different. They're going back to that same mesh play, which is fine. If it works, it works. But you've been to it 2 times now, and it's kind of, they're starting to catch on to it, right? It's like a good joke, telling
Yeah.
a good joke. If you
Yeah.
tell it over and over and over again, people are going to be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. I want to say, too, it's just the way he's throwing the ball. It reminds me of a quarterback who's throwing the ball off of play action. He almost looks more comfortable falling away throwing it.
Yeah.
Maybe they go for a play action. They start to run some bootlegs, rolling out to the left or the right, catching somebody on the slant. That would be interesting. I think they may have some success from that.
Yeah. Well, I also think that can be fixed in practice because sometimes the quarterback, is just off his feet and he doesn't feel comfortable sitting there, as that ball is going to be recovered by Tri-Cities.
Wow.
And that's a much-needed momentum
Huge.
right there. Yeah, great defensive play.
That's the most yardage they've gone all game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's the farthest they've gone.
Yeah.
But you know what? This may be the break they need
Yeah.
to break the seal.
Huge moment for Tri-Cities as things weren't looking good. They get the ball back. This is almost like a 5th down for them.
Yeah. An extra chance.
So, okay, are we going to continue to see the throw here, or are we going to see something a little different? Like, what do you think?
Looks like they're lining up 2 wide. Maybe going mesh again. I don't know.
There's the little roll out of the pocket.
It's.
I think that was some miscommunication. That looked a little unnatural.
Well, I just think it was a speed option. That was a speed option, and I just don't think the read was there, because it's usually, okay, if the quarterback is covered, he's supposed to pitch it. If the quarterback's free, he'll just take off with it. It may have been one of those awkward, like, in between where both are covered.
Yeah.
So
you kind of just have to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's just, there's not much you
Just
really
don't
can
turn
do.
the ball over in that situation.
But
there we go. There's the run again.
There you go.
Now it's working. There, and he makes his way all the way to the 40 until he's finally brought down by 2 Lighthouse players. And there's a large gain. That's what they needed.
And that's Williams right there on the carry. Just hits the hole perfectly. And can't say they're really energized right now, but a couple more plays like that will get Tri-Cities back in the ball game. And it does look like they have – looks like one guy who's – has a jersey on but may be hurt. I don't think they're dealing with injuries, but they are dealing with some low numbers.
Here's the snap. Kessler will hand it off once again. They break free. Beautiful move. Cutting inside. Trying to make their way in. And he's brought down. That's number 26 for Christian.
And great run right there by number 26. That is, there is not a 26 on our roster.
Don't on the roster. We can only imagine.
Looks like there will be an injured warrior.
Well, while we tend to this injury, we'll go to a quick break. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly. And we're back. Kessner to take the snap. He'll hand it off to Josiah Williams. Josiah Williams will cut away to the left side. He's at the 10. He's going to be brought out of bounds. Josiah Williams takes the handoff and is dragged out of bounds. So 2 minutes remaining. Once again, Lighthouse on top 40-0.
A great run outside by Josiah Williams. You know, Tri-City's getting some much-needed juju on offense right now. Looks like they're going to line up in pistol 2 wide to the right.
Kessner to take the snap. He's going to look to throw, and he is off. Target was intended for number 21, Ian Kelly. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. For Tri-Cities.
So 3rd down, You're in your red zone. You know, you haven't really got much going with the pass game. Your run's been strong, but you're very clearly not in a running situation. What are we calling up here?
You know, it's tough because it seems like they really know the it seems like they really know the run and starting to recognize the run, especially with Josiah Williams, although I think Williams is a strong enough back to at least pick up a few yards. And they're going to go for the throw here. Nothing's there yet. Oh, it looked good. It looks like number 10, Maddox Johnson, he just couldn't break free, so it's going to be 4th down and 9.
So
Seems like they're going to go for it.
So now it's 4th down, long. You're down 40. What are we calling?
A touchdown play at least. But
well, you know, the point of football is to score the most points.
Yeah.
Correct? You're right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The last play was fine. He just threw it a little far out in front of him. I mean, the guys are getting open. The plays aren't terrible.
It's just
not making the play.
Just
you know?
not quite there yet.
Not quite there. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, but you just got to execute properly. Kessner. He's got Matthew Strickler off to his side, and that ball is dropped.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs. That was for sure a touchdown, but he dropped it. Maddox Johnson.
Man, you hate that for the young man right there. Just had 6 right there.
Oh, dude.
You hate that. You hate to see that, but
yeah.
lucky break right there for Lighthouse to maintain the goose egg on the board.
Yeah. Well, we'll go for. So we'll try to keep getting a stop here. So, Lighthouse now with the ball on. They're on, and they fumble again. So we've been seeing this over and over again. Beasley will just launch that one.
Yeah, way to preserve the goose egg right there. Of course, got out. There really was no pocket to get out of right there. But, you know, nonetheless, great awareness by the quarterback. You know, dangerous situation, mud ball of a snap, and throws it away just in time. I thought he was going to complete it to receiver there.
You know what? I think he had a little longer than he really thought he did to launch that one because he had 2 guys open. You just want to be careful there. I mean,
yeah. So they're going back under center like they should. So they go speed.
Nice.
That's going to break off a couple.
They get to the outside again, so Beeson is just running around in circles.
And, of course, this clock is going to run. As we were past the mercy rule, I believe the mercy rule is 35. Correct.
Yeah. Well, 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Lighthouse Homeschool with a commanding lead.
Looks like they may, not sure if they're going to, they may kneel this one out, honestly. They're going to try and get it under the 24 mark and kneel it, maybe. Or no, they'll run it up the gut for a couple more.
Same thing, really.
Right, yeah.
Well, the way they've been running it, not really.
Yeah.
They've been running it so well. It's not even like they're getting a lot of yards. It's just they're getting the yards they need.
Well, it's consistent, too.
It's
just
like so consistent.
You can go back to it, bam, 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 bam. It's just not like there's been any kind of adjustment really on defense.
Yeah, it's just the ground and pound game that seems to really giving Tri-Cities a hard time.
Right. So I think they're just going to wind this one out. Duarte's talking to his staff. They're just walking over. Just let's bring this to the half.
And that is going to do it. What a first half. If you're Lighthouse Homeschool, if you're Tri-Cities Christian, you have a lot to talk about in that halftime. Folks, thank you for watching the first half of play. Do not go anywhere. We have another half of football coming up here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. You are watching the 2026 Black Bear Brawl Classic.
Now we would like to introduce to you our 2026 Lighthouse Warrior Cheerleaders. Juliana Montgomery, Emily Smith, Harley Hill, Riley Hill, Avery Ammerman, Bailey Holder, J.L. Montgomery, Shaylin Stidham, Presley Moon, Bella Wadsworth, Lily Bell Griffin, Senior Kaylin Stidham, Co-Captain and Senior Cheyenne Cosper, Co-Captain and Senior Madeline Aldrich, Senior and Captain J.C. Graves. Please give it up for the Lighthouse Warrior Cheerleaders.
Let's hear it for your Warriors cheerleaders. Fans, we would like to give a last call for concessions and pre-orders at the concession stand. Again, that's a last call for concessions, and if you have pre-ordered merchandise, please pick it up at the concession stand. We will be closing the stand at the end of the third quarter.
welcome back to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Oh, what a hit! And we're starting things up hot here. Well, it's a 40-0 ball game. If you're just now joining us, Lighthouse is leading the way. We finally have light up here in the broadcast booth. My name's Charlie. I'm joined alongside my best friend Blake, and we are watching some entertaining football.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Entertaining is undervaluing of a word for this game. Lighthouse has really lit up the scoreboard and lit up Tri-Cities very well. As I see you looking at Kalshi.
Well, I was actually just looking at the scores of the games.
I also am looking at Kalshi a little bit, hoping the Cardinals pull for me tonight.
I was watching the Cardinals game. No, Rockies are a weird team. As now we got a breakaway. Here's Tri-Cities. That's number 21 in the white jersey.
It's Ian Kelly.
He's brought down. Nice little gain there, though, using the sideline to his advantage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tri-Cities, finally getting in some space. They went to that. It really does feel like we're seeing, like, the same 5 plays from Tri-Cities. I'm not trying to insult anybody or anything, but it's just like some of the plays that have been successful for Tri-Cities have, come plentiful. They've been run before.
Yeah. No, you're right. I like how they're being diverse, though, with it. They're kind of mixing it up. They're not using they're not what's the phrase? I mean, like lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice.
Right, yeah.
And even if it does, it's within a couple plays of each other. So
you got to spread it out a little bit. You got to expand the playbook a little bit. We were joking about the Duarte, like his playbook is basically an index card. Well, for him, it works. And there's certain offenses, and this is the thing about football, that are fluid, where you can just make quick adjustments. But I'm not just seeing that for Tri-Cities.
No, and there's the play action. That ball is not thrown well, and it's almost picked off by the quarterback on the other team.
And it looks like a little bit of a boot play right there, and rolls out, just cannot meet with this man. Again, that throw, off his foot. You said maybe we need to get like a boot or something, for him to make throws comfortably.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's the case. I think he just needs to set his feet, puff his chest up like a man and gun that ball down the field.
I'll tell you what, right after that throw, I definitely don't think the bootlegs are going to work. I mean, there's just not enough power behind that throw to really make anything happen.
And that can be fixed. You just got to set your feet.
Henry Smith got a little excited.
As we see the penalty, that will back up Lighthouse, but that's something about the mechanics of a good quarterback throw. You're not using just your arm; you're using your whole body to get set. You're using your hips, you're using your knees, you're using your arms, your shoulder. Yep. You're using your head. You're using almost every part of your body.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You gotta make it happen. It's just getting set, though, is the most important thing, and he just hasn't been doing that in this game. A little bit of a misdirection play right there. That goes for less than 1. Even the misdirection plays get me. They do. It's just sometimes it's hard to even recognize where that ball's going.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying with like the getting set and throwing thing, I feel like a good comparison to a quarterback, like throwing a football, it's like a golf shot. I don't know if you've ever played golf before.
Yes.
But it's like, it looks so simple, but there's so much going into it.
Yeah.
There's
especially
a
if
lot
you're like chipping it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's situate. Like, let's say you're off the fairway and you're trying to trip onto the green. You have to be just so careful. You can't overhit it. You can't underhit it. What a grab.
That's a great throw there. That's a great throw right there by Kessner right there. Looks like he did set those feet a little bit. He kind of got his shoulder open a little right there. So a great play right there for the young man. But you kind of said it best. Like, when you're in the fairway, you're going to play the ball a little bit differently.
Yeah.
When you're in the bunker, you're going to play the ball a little bit differently.
For sure.
I feel like you can say the same thing, about quarterbacks. Sometimes you got to loft it. Sometimes you got to give the shoulder throw. Sometimes you just got to zip it in there.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many different mechanics.
Especially,
in
too,
throwing.
for Maddox Johnson. He dropped that pass in the end zone quarter ago, and, he was able to really grab onto that one. So it's just showing how they can learn and adapt. Even though you're most likely not going to win this game if you're Tri-Cities, you at least want to get on the board and just see something work.
And just work on the fundamentals. This is just practice at this point. I was just talking about quarterback fundamentals, and I know the audience is thinking, Blake, what's your credibility to talk about quarterback fundamentals? Well, I would know because I stalked them. I took passion in sacking them, so I kind of had to understand how they work.
Yeah. Oh. that was
a little bit of a miscue.
I want to see that replay, actually. He was on the wrong side.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue. Just a little mix-up right there.
Let's see.
Out of the pistol. Looks like he was expecting a handoff the other way and just ran. Just a mix-up right there.
Yeah.
Again, you're down 40. Clock is ticking away. This is just open practice at this point. Yeah, I think Lighthouse is chilled out a little bit on defense. They may have I can't tell for sure, but it looks like they may have subbed some their starters out.
Got their quarterback playing corner. That's a nicely thrown ball, a little underthrow. What a play by Beeson to break that up.
And great throw right there. Just could not connect with Mr. Kelly right there on the throw. As we see, he fakes under shoulder. Yeah, he does get set right there, opens it up. It looks like it deflects off the back of the defender.
Yeah.
So more so a thing of more so a defensive play than an offensive mistake.
Well, nonetheless, way to get his hand up and just kind of block that.
Or his back, technically.
His back.
Yeah.
He wasn't even looking at the ball. Just got his hand up. And that's what they tell you to do, though, your coaches.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, right?
Yeah. Let's see him move first.
It's like a little bit of movement. This will be on the defense more than likely. That's what it seems to be.
All right. Here is Kessner. Can they get something? Now he really stepped into that throw, but the receiver was not ready in time. As this game goes on, it just looks like the receivers and the quarterback are just not in communication.
Yeah, but that's something that sometimes is maybe not on the field issue, but sometimes off the field issue. A football team has so many different personalities, and I do not know if this is the case, but they may have something where they're just not meshing over quite just yet. They haven't found that connection on the field just yet to connect for a deep game just yet. Seriously, throwing a pass to your best friend, completing a pass to your best friend feels like the best thing ever.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And there's a reason why. It's just like, you kind of understand the way they move. You kind of understand their play style. It just seems like they haven't meshed yet as a team receiving-wise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a fumble, and it is recovered by Tri-Cities.
That's a great play right there by the Eagles of Tri-Cities.
That's what you need.
It's number 17. That's David Mija. Excuse me if I've mispronounced that.
Well, we got a running clock now, though, so just not a lot of time. If they can somehow get it within some points, and maybe they can slow it down a little bit, but you got to get on the board. We've not seen a Tri-Cities touchdown in this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got to do it for just for ego.
Stopped once again.
A great physical play right there by Lighthouse to gobble up that center right there. Just gets off the block and trips up the running back. Great play overall.
This is such a tough team.
Lighthouse looks well improved. Wouldn't you say that, James? Do they look a lot better? Wouldn't you say Lighthouse looks a lot better, James, this year? Yeah, than last year. Yeah, they've taken their lumps. Of course, producer James Shannon
Here's
agrees with me.
Kessner. He'll find his man, and that ball is just not thrown well. It's underthrown.
Looks like it sailed a little bit
Yeah.
far. Was a little low, though.
Almost looked like a knuckleball. It just didn't really have a lot of spin
Yeah.
on it either.
Just kind of looked like one of those, like, low. Again, you know, these guys may have not just connected right there because quarterbacks throw different on what looks to be like a wheel route. You know,
Yeah.
some quarterbacks just throw it straight to it. Some just loft it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, this quarterback has a different style. Each quarterback has a different style of throwing.
Kessner
As there's the
will
speed.
pass it off.
Great run right there on the speed option, and a good play by the quarterback to give it up in the correct time. 4th and 5. What are we calling here, Charlie?
I kind of like the run game a little now, but not necessarily run it up the middle, but maybe a pitch off to the left or right side. Put some blockers in front. To me, it seems like a very safe play.
Right.
With the way Lighthouse has been defending, they're kind of giving it up on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Or try to jump them off sides. I mean, that seems to be working too.
There's
Nice.
the pass. The little
Nice.
bubble
Oh!
is just dropped.
Incomplete. That'll be a turnover on down.
So Ian Kelly could not hold on to it. Turnover on downs after recovering that fumble. Not what you want to see if you are Tri-Cities Christian. I just couldn't hold on to it. It's unfortunate. Well, we'll go to a quick break here as we approach the fourth quarter of play. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Cardinals, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Oh, crap. They're coming back.
Yeah,
It was like 7-2.
yeah, it was, yeah. Folks, welcome back. It's been all Lighthouse here today in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and they are continuing to run the ball down Tri-City Christian's throat.
And breaking news out of Lighthouse, J.J. Duarte is fired up to finish this ball game.
I was going to say, what kind of Twitter are you on where you're saying that?
No one's getting fired.
I just saw Gabe Tyson on Tri-Cities Christian leave the field. He walked up the stairs and went over to the concession stand.
He's probably hungry.
I wouldn't blame him. It's tough playing this Lighthouse team. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Here's a nice run there from Lighthouse. That's gonna be ran up by Asher Lewis. Will be in the game now for the boys in purple.
Yeah, great run right there. Great run, good quality run. If you're looking for a good quality football listen tomorrow, join me and James tomorrow at 3 for Extreme Talk, where we'll have, and Eli, where we'll have all things 8-man football. We'll be discussing scores and news around the 8-man football across the country. So
I'm gonna have to tune into that one.
yeah,
I haven't listened to it.
it's at 3
okay. Eastern.
Central.
Okay.
So 2, right? 2 Eastern. So 2 Eastern, 3 Central. So it'll be 4 Eastern. Excuse me. Sorry, I get my time zones flipped. I'm a Central guy.
So 1 Pacific then.
Sure, but we don't say that.
So
we
10
we only cover.
So 10 a.m. Hawaiian time.
So we only cover Southern teams, so we're not concerned with that.
I mean,
but if you are in Hawaii,
Hawaii's
you are
pretty
more than
southern.
welcome. Okay, you've lost a lot of people there.
It's pretty down there. Mahalo is what Lighthouse is going to be saying to Tri-Cities Christian when they leave this field. Tri-Cities never said aloha. It's been all Lighthouse. We got a quarterback change, though. Taking over from Joseph Beeson, it's Asher Lewis. He's a freshman, standing at 5'9", 166 pounds. Plays a running back as well, so wouldn't be surprised to see if we see some trick plays out of him.
But yeah, 3 Central, 2 Eastern. If you're in California, we'd love for you to tune in, listen to us. We'll be talking about this game and others in Louisiana and Tennessee as well. So it's week 0. A lot of football started, so we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So
if you're from California, though, the gas prices will not change probably. They're still going to be staying at $6 a gallon.
True.
Coming up next weekend, we got another batch of fun games. Hopefully it'll be sunny out to see all the games being played up here next weekend. What date's that going to be? That's August.
It'd be today's the
15th.
7th.
So 15th.
Yeah,
I
the
believe.
15th. Or
Yes.
excuse me, it's the 8th today. So yeah, it would be the
Ooh, good defense.
great defense right there. It looked like he almost had the pick. Great
Yeah.
pass breakup right there.
Looks like he just batted that one down, though.
Yeah. Looks like he wanted to do a little bit of a tip drill and, pop it up in the air for one of him or, his teammates to pick off.
Yeah, yeah.
But regardless, Lighthouse driving down the field, grinding out this Tri-Cities team, grinding out the clock as well. And I got to say, kudos to Duarte and this Lighthouse team. Up 40, you had the clear advantage going into the half. You're not trying to run up the score. You're not trying to, humiliate or, pound another team into the ground. This game's already won. You're not trying to get anybody hurt. You're just trying to, hey, we got this game. This is basically a practice at this point. Let's finish out strong.
Exactly.
So, class act.
Yeah.
So there's a punt from
Nice.
looks like the quarterback.
Pretty solid punt, too. Nice punt.
That's going to be down to inside the 10, if not at the 5.
Well done. Well done.
At the 6.
Well-placed punt there from Lighthouse. I mean, these punts today have been really good. We haven't really talked a lot about it,
No.
but they've been very, very good, all within the 10-yard line.
Well, the punts we've had today, I feel like there hasn't been a bunch of punts. I know in that last Pack game, it was close to being downed inside, at the 1. But the Pack onside, or the recovery team, just could not get it back from the end zone, and just barely popped in. As there's a little bit of a QB power.
So, approaching 6.5 to go in the football game. Once again, Tri-Cities Christian has yet to score. We haven't seen a score either from Lighthouse in a little bit.
Since the first half.
First
no.
half, yes. The
Yeah.
second half has been an uneventful offensive game.
Which kind of going to my point, like there's no real need for Lighthouse to score the rest of this game.
Oh, and looks like we have Tri-Cities Christian. Oh, he should have cut to the outside.
There's Ian Kelly right there
Ian
on the
Kelly.
run.
There's something.
Yeah, little bit of a good note to end on right there. Always good to see a young man eat. But again, I'm glad no one, there's been no. I know in the past there's, some teams that have come up here and, gone down late in the game and have resorted to being chippy. This has been a clean game.
Yeah.
So far,
Yeah.
no fights from either side. There's a handoff up the middle.
Josiah is going to make a run up the gut. It's not going to get far, but Williams will pick up about 5 or 6. I mean, he has had a pretty productive day as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's seen a lot of usage.
Yes.
So to say. I don't know if I know in basketball there's a usage rate. Is there a usage rate in football? I feel like there is.
I've never heard of one.
It'd definitely be some like advanced statistic, but
you'd have to look into it. I'm not sure how they would really calculate it either, just because basketball, you're on the court.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because part of your contract is about how many minutes you're required to get a game, too, for basketball. It's a nice little run here. It's going to be handed off number 21.
That's Ian Kelly.
Cities.
And he breaks away. Oh, that's a fumble. Oh, and you hate that. As it looks like, nope, that play's going to remain. Ian Kelly, after the long run, just gets the ball punched out of him. And, man, you hate that, especially from behind.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he's been having such a good game, too. It's a shame.
I really do expect Lighthouse to just grind this clock away. Expect a couple runs up the middle and should be out of here. But thank you for joining us this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. So close.
There's other games next weekend here for our viewers who are not aware. Believe it's Faith Christian out of North Carolina and the Tennessee Tigers out of Thompson Station in near Nashville.
Handoff. It's going to be ran up the side, and there's a little bit of a breakaway from number 3, another freshman at quarterback.
Yeah, great run right there.
Ty Rush.
Yeah, great run right there by Ty Rush.
Fitting last name.
Yeah, fitting rush right there by Mr. Rush.
Rush. Not to be confused with big time Rush.
A medium time rush, so to speak.
But his favorite movie is Rush Hour.
Yeah. Good solid, 7-8 yard game, running like he's on a sugar rush.
Ty Rush take the snap. He hands it off. He takes this one himself. He'll run up the sideline, makes a move, and he's brought down. A nice little 5-yard game, and it looks like won't be seeing much football being played here today with a dominant win. Let's talk about the MVP of the game, Blake. Who do you got?
Who do I got? That's a great question. May have to go Beeson.
Yeah.
I may have to go Joseph Beeson.
I agree.
Not to be confused with his younger brother, Isaac, who's a 7th grader. But
wow. Let's see.
Kid
Isaac
is 5'8".
5'8". Now I was looking at another guy out there on the sideline who looks. Connor Murray, also an 8th grader, down there, number 11.
Yeah, that's the thing about these 8-man teams. You'll have a lot of 8th grade, sometimes even 7th grade players on the roster.
It's kind of cool just to see these younger guys out there.
And that is Ty Rush. He got swallowed up in the backfield right there. It looked like there were 2 quarterbacks on that read option right there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so. It was, yeah. Asher Lewis and Ty Rush.
Yeah. So, a literal 2 quarterback system Duarte is running right now. That's an interesting numbering system he's got. He's got his quarterbacks numbered 1, 2, and 3. The John Wooden way.
Nice little play there. We'll hand it off to Elliot Lewis, who's also an 8th grader.
Let me correct myself. John Wooden numbered his players by alphabetical order. So And these are definitely not in alphabetical order. It looks like Duarte, if the players did not choose it, he kind of loosely based it off condition. As we're going to slide away here real quick as we're going to take an injury timeout.
We'll go to a quick break as time winds down. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see who's got MVP of this game. What a beautiful day, and what a day for football it was. It was the 2026 Black Bear Brawl. 2 exciting games. This second game a little lopsided. Lighthouse Homeschool put the pedal to the metal, and they took down Tri-Cities Christian Academy as the Eagles. They were not able to find shore as the Lighthouse did not enlighten their way, and they won the game. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but folks, thank you so much for watching. We're going to just quickly talk about MVP. In my opinion, I know Blake said the same thing. Joseph Beason, the quarterback, played a little bit of corner as well. Incredible. I want to thank all of you for joining us here today. It was a very fun one. Very good football was being played. Beason, again, one of the most talented players I've seen out there with the ball in his hands, able to really do it all as a quarterback. He had a couple of good passes, and he had a couple of good runs in there. So we are going to sign out here in just a second as soon as we see who wins MVP here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, the salamander capital of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I was joined alongside Blake in the booth. I don't know where he went. My name's Charlie Sarafian. Thank you for joining. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you win MVP.